Hello and welcome to Life in Pig Row. Not had the greatest of days, got a haircut, but also I've just got a massive bill for corrosion on my car. That wasn't in the good life, was it, Tom Good? No, it flipping well wasn't. But never mind, it happens. By the way, I know Tom Good got rid of his car in the good life, it's in episode 1. So today, I'm going off piste. Today, I'm going to be planting Tromboncino, and I'll explain what Tromboncino is as we're planting it. So I've dug a hole and I've incorporated lots of garden compost and peat-free compost. You can use any compost you've got to hand. It's just to enrich the soil because they are hungry eaters. Now you'll see here I've got a dead leaf and I'm not going to leave that on because that's dead and diseased, and I'm going to take off anything like this. So this lower leaf is coming off and so is that, and that gives me a nice healthy plant. I'm going to take that I've just taken off and just chop it up, and I'm going to leave it on the soil. So all I'm going to do, pop it out like so. And for those people who say peat-free compost don't give you good root runs, look at that. There you go. They're hungry plants because they're a squash, and in it goes like so. Backfill. I'm not going to ferb it down too much because I'm going to water at the end, and that's going to wash it around the roots. I'm going to tie it on to the archway as it climbs, and hopefully all the fruit will hang down. So now I'm going to teach you an important lesson about watering, and it's a lesson that's not really shared with many people, and it's something I learned when I worked in community gardens and parks doing gardening, and it's just a really neat tip to kind of protect your plants. So you take your watering can with your rows facing up, and you don't start on the plant because you're going to get big splashes. What you do, you start like this on the outside and then go across. And what that stops is some really nasty splashing on the plants, especially on seedlings. And more importantly, it gives you an even distribution. Can you see the difference? If I had just started watering there, I would have ended up with a massive crater in the soil where the first drips hit. Instead, I started away from the plant and moved across. I'm going to show you that again in a minute on the seedlings. Then I'm going to water this table of seedlings. I've added some comfrey into this, some comfrey juice that I've made. You can find that on our channel. Again, I'm starting over there, and there you go. Can you see the difference straight away? If I start it off over here, so watch, and you see, you've got that massive drip there. See? Ooh. And I'm good enough to be able to get it to drip between there, but imagine that on your plants. So again, start over there, back and forth, even distribution. And there you are. If you're worried about losing loads of water, get a capillary mat. They're not a lot of money. Put it down, it'll soak up the water. So this garden has come a hell of a long way since I first started it. And I started it a year ago. I started making the stone raised beds, and you can find that on our channel too. And it's really important to know that gardens don't just appear, they take time, and sometimes there's mistakes. So in this garden I've got yew that runs down this side here. It's not doing that well. Some plants are doing really well, others have turned brown. Doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to address that at the end of this year, probably replace it with hornbeam because I know hornbeam does well, and I'm not going to get rid of the ones that have done well. I'm going to pop them in the pots, and I'm going to have some ornamental yew around the garden, dotted here and there. So I'm not wasting any plants. I'm just going to get rid of everything that's dead and keep what's alive. And that, in a nutshell, is what gardening is really about. Keep the things that are living, get rid of the things that are dead. Not hard, is it? So until next time, it's goodbye from me and Life in Pig Row. Bye bye.